A Journey of Two by Throwaway Potatoes 24. Read to you by Fuff Daddy. Chapter 1. A bright light pierced Anna's eyelids. It made her very comfortable, and she shut her eyes even tighter, trying to block out the sunlight. Sunlight? Wait, that can't be right. She clearly remembered going to sleep just a few minutes ago. Anna's eyelids fluttered open and saw that every inch of her bedroom was bathed in sunlight. The sun had already been up for quite some time. Anna stretched both her arms widely and gave a loud yawn. She definitely wasn't ready to wake up just yet. Mornings were always the hardest for Anna, and they hadn't gotten any easier ever since she had become Queen of Arendelle. Anna swung her feet off the side of her bed to stand up and immediately drew her feet back up. The floor was cold. Ice cold. That can't be right. Winter has been over for a few months now, and even then the floors weren't this cold, thought Anna. She peered over the edge of her bed to get a better look at the floor. Apparently, it wasn't the floor that Anna had stepped on. There was a small patch of ice spread out across where Anna's feet had just been seconds earlier. Anna looked down at the patch of ice with great curiosity. Carefully, she lowered one foot down again and slowly stepped onto the patch of ice. She then got out of bed, now fully standing up. That's weird, Anna thought. Why is there ice in my bedroom? She took another step forward and gasped. Another patch of ice formed underneath her foot. She took another step forward. Another patch of ice. Anna was still trying to make sense of what was happening when something cold brushed against her cheek. She removed it with her finger and held it up to the light to see what it was. A snowflake? Anna said out loud. She looked around her and noticed that several snowflakes were starting to form in midair, drifting slowly towards the floor. It was flurrying. Anna's thoughts suddenly drifted to her elder sister. Is Elsa trying to tell me something? Wondered Anna out loud. I never knew that she could control her powers so far away from her. Maybe it's something new that she can do. A dreadful thought entered Anna's head. What if Elsa's in trouble and she's trying to contact me for help? Anna was so preoccupied by these thoughts about her sister that she almost didn't realize that it was now flurrying even harder. She looked down at her feet, the patches of ice now spreading across the room. Anna wondered what all this meant. What was Elsa trying to do here? Guess I'll have to go see her to find out. She quickly got dressed and rushed out of her room and into the hallway where she bumped headfirst into a large figure with blonde hair. Anna! Kristoff straightened himself up. Where have you been? Kaya's been looking for you all morning. Whoa! Why is it snowing in your room and why is the floor covered in... Kristoff stopped abruptly when he caught sight of the worried look on her face. Anna, are you all right? Kristoff, I really don't have time to explain. I have to see Elsa. Will you cover for me in the castle while I'm gone, please? Kristoff gave his wife a worried look, but he knew that now was not the time to bog her down with questions. Whatever it was, it seemed urgent. Sure, honey. Go see your sister. I'll cover for you. Thank you so much, sweetie. Oh, and I'll need to borrow Sven as well. Anna hurried out of the castle before Kristoff could object to the abduction of his best friend. She was on her way to the stables when she heard a familiar voice call out to her. Anna! Anna whirled around and saw her elder sister getting onto the pier. She had clearly just gotten off of the knock, which was now diving back into the water. Anna ran over to her sister. Elsa, there's something I need to tell you. Me too, said Elsa. Anna stopped to look at her sister. Elsa's eyebrows were tied up in a knot and she had her arms folded, the way she always did when she was feeling upset or nervous. Forgetting her own problems, Anna asked, Elsa, what's wrong? Elsa looked away from Anna and hesitated for a moment before saying, Anna, I think I've lost my powers.